So since September of last year, I've been using a mouse case on my phone. This mouse case to be exact. And to say my experience has been great would be a massive understatement. This has been far and wide my favorite phone case I've ever owned, and I still use it on my iPhone 10. However, when I got my hands on this iPhone 11, I picked up a Spigen case, which is another tough case, but for about a quarter of the price. So, is the mouse case with its real wood back and flashy marketing campaigns worth the money? Or should you just save your money and get one of these Spigen cases? Let's find out. First off, we're going to be talking about what comes in the box. With the more expensive mouse, not only do you get the case, but you also get a screen protector, which didn't work all that well for me. However, I have heard other people say otherwise, so take that as it is. Whereas with the Spigen case, you simply just get the case. For me, this isn't a huge deal as I don't use screen protectors anyway, but if you are looking for a package deal, then the mouse might be better in that regard, or alternatively, you could get the Spigen case and then a really nice tempered glass screen protector with the money you saved. It's up to you, but that's what's in the box. Next up, we're going to be talking about appearance and feel. The Mous Limitless feels like a premium phone case. The wooden back, although mine is a little dented now, feels absolutely amazing to hold. It's smooth, real wood that's nicely textured and isn't overly bulky. The side piece also feels really great, almost like a tough plastic, but still with some flex to it, with button cutouts that mean the buttons are still really nice and tactile, and the mute switch is still accessible, which was a very important aspect to me. The charging port and speakers are also still well accessible with this mouse case, and despite mine getting a little warped from months of fiddling, it's still very nice and sturdy. So yeah, the overall feel of this mouse case is pretty incredible, but how does it compare to the Spigen case? Well, despite the price difference, the Spigen case also feels pretty good. All in all, while it doesn't quite feel as premium as the mouse case, the Spigen case is still built to a very high standard, especially for the price, and overall, I'm very satisfied with both. This case in particular is the clear variant, so the back doesn't feel as good, and of course this will depend on which model you get. From my research, I can't find any that look quite as premium. In terms of that side button, it actually feels a little bit softer compared to the mouse case. In terms of button feel, again, it feels absolutely great, no issues here, and when we get to the bottom, there's actually something that I personally prefer over the mouse case. The cutouts seem a little bit more neat, only taking up necessary space for the speakers and charging port, and while there may be some issues with particularly bulky third-party lightning accessories, personally I only use the original chargers and I've never had a problem with them. Next up, we're talking customization, and honestly, it depends on what you're looking for. Both phone manufacturers offer a wide range of cases, however, from what I've seen, there are more body options with Spigen cases with both models and phone compatibility. However, I personally prefer the customization on the mouse side of things. Where the Spigen cases are either mostly solid colors or clear, there are some really cool looking options on the mouse side of things. Design patterns including walnut, marble, or my personal favorite, bamboo. So yeah, technically Spigen does win this category, and if you only want a solid color or a clear case, then this should be totally fine for you. That said, the design is honestly one of the reasons why I personally really like my mouse case. I really like that. So yeah, honestly, I'd say this is more down to personal preference and what phone you have. Next up, we're talking technology. What special technologies do each of these cases have, and how do they make the cases better or just more interesting? Well, the Mous Limitless has this green shock absorber known as AeroShock, which apparently helps better absorb against shocks when dropped. It is slightly softer than the rest of the plastic on the inside of the case and has worked great for me. However, I can't really compare it to a mouse case without this technology, so this may be down to other factors as well, but it is a good piece of technology worth noting. The Mous Limitless also has magnets in the back that can be used to connect to a car mount, which I personally don't own, but I mean, it is a cool feature nonetheless. The Spigen's main feature seems to be that it's a good case that will protect your phone, and so it doesn't really need any additional gimmicks, as cool as some of them may be. Again, I think this might be a cost thing. Remember, the mouse case is almost 4 times the price of the Spigen, and I don't actively use any of these bonus features anyway, aside from the shock absorber when I'm dropping my phone. However, if you do want that whole car mount system, or to carry an extra SIM card with you, because it does have that too, then the mouse case might be a good option. Now, we gotta talk about the most important part, the durability. So essentially how well each case protects your phone, and to test this, I use the cases. I'm pretty much as uncoordinated as you can get, and I've dropped my iPhone 10 in my Mous Limitless case literally hundreds of times, and it's still working, which honestly is very rare for me. I've dropped a lot of phones in my life. In fact, I dropped this phone during this review. Just dropped my phone. And it's alright. Some have been in cases, some have been out of cases, but eventually most of the ones I've dropped have ended up broken. This all-glass iPhone 10 that I was sure was gonna get broken is completely fine, which in my opinion is awesome. So honestly, I can totally recommend these mouse cases based on durability alone. But how does the Spigen fare?
Well, I haven't been using it as long and I haven't dropped it anywhere near as much. However, as we can see, it's protected this iPhone 11 nicely. Again, this iPhone 11 has been used without a screen protector and it survived the occasional drop with no problem.
In fact, somebody who drops their phone a normal amount, specifically my brother, has actually been using this exact model of the Spigen case for the last 5 months and has gotten great with it. Again, from the materials, I would personally trust the mouse case over the Spigen case, but if you are pretty good at not dropping your phone or just want some of that extra protection, both should do totally fine. Finally, in terms of price point, the Spigen case was about $10, whereas this Mous Limitless case was about $40, so there is a pretty big difference in price here. However, I personally would, simply from my own experience, say that this mouse case is totally worth it. Now, this isn't to say the Spigen case isn't good. In fact, I think it's very good. However, I am a total sucker for look and feel. In fact, I think this is one of the things that stopped me from taking this mouse case off in a few weeks and eventually breaking my phone. So I do personally prefer the mouse case. However, both are great cases and should provide some good protection for your phone. Alright guys, so that's it for today. Let me know which one of these cases you prefer in the comments. I always like reading your comments. But as for now guys, as always, thank you for watching. Remember to like the video if you want to see more content like this and smash that subscribe button. I'm done for now and I will see you guys in the next one.